Who's that girl? Na 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 na. She's a seer. Na 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 na. Hi soul seekers, welcome or welcome back to the channel. My name is Desire. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for all the love and support. It is greatly appreciated. It never goes unnoticed. Okay, so we're going to jump right into this energy and see what the messages are for you all at this time. Alright. Me and this thing. Okay, so let me bring these closer. Okay, so you have the High Priestess, the Ten of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, the Hanged One, and the Hermit here. You know what you're doing. If you are worried about like making a wrong decision or something suddenly not being in your control, fuck no. You know what you're doing. This isn't your first rodeo. This isn't your first merry-go-round. Whatever this situation is, this area of your life, it could be several. You got it. You got it. You're in full control here. No one or nothing has the ability to like begouge you, to blindside you, to even take from you. Okay, very clear message here. Thank you, Divine Holy Spirit. So your perception is being changed, or you're being asked to begin to look at something in a different light, the true light. Okay, this revelation may come to you like when you're spending time to yourself, or you're taking necessary time to like dedicate to yourself. Okay, this could be you like intentionally like setting aside time to even like listen to this reading or listen to my readings in general. It's something that you do that is bettering you, and it's going to allow this perception to change. Yeah, I'm hearing lead by faith and not by sight, but more like lead by like knowing who you are. The High Priestess here. Whatever this is, I feel like it's a connection for most of you, but it doesn't have to be. This could be a life situation, something between you and you. Take it as it resonates, but I'm picking up like some trauma. There may be some underlying trauma or unhealed, unaddressed, or something that you're not even fully aware of. I feel like this is connected to a level of you feeling like you're not good enough. Whether that's something you produced on your own, or that energy, that belief came from other people, your family, the people who you were around, the people who you gave your heart to, employers, whatever, like demonic forces, obviously. And it's like, no, you are good enough. Something is like the truth. Okay? Yeah, you got the Empress here and the Page of Pentacles. You ask for something in a certain situation, and you are going to get that. I'm hearing it would not have played out the way that it did. Especially if this is a connection. Especially if it's romance, but it's not only romance for all of you. So again, apply the energy as it resonates. This is not someone or something that you are karmically tied to. Yeah, the Hierophant right next to the Empress. Wow. Alright, let me get some water. And I want to take a moment to give praise and thanks and acknowledgement to the Most High, to the Divine, to myself. Thank you. I ask that my chakras are cleared and connected to the divine frequency, that I'm only channeling messages of truth and clarity, that favor, glory, and justice prevails in all that I do. If there's any evil, wickedness, or darkness present, I command that it flees immediately. In exchange, I call in the energy and spirits of abundance, prosperity, gain, wealth, rapid return, protection, and power, prosperity. Show me clearly, Father. Continue to show me clearly what are the messages for the soul seekers. Please and thank you. Okay, So back to this energy. This is not a karmic contract with this person or this situation. Okay, it's not karmic. It's no bad outcome here. If this is a relationship, they're not here to like abandon you, to leave you. But there is something that has been going on between you and this person, and it's causing, it's like made the next phase of your life, or this connection is like having to like hit the reset button here. Yeah, 6 of Cups, the Devil. Wow. And then a 2 of Cups. Page of Pentacles, 6 and 2 of Cups, the Devil, the Empress, and then the Hierophant. Yeah, it was major blockages here. Major blockages, major spiritual warfare. Next level. And those of you where you what's the name of the reading? I think it's a rabbit hole reading. I can't remember, but it's not the only reading I've mentioned this in, like the gang stalking, even to the level of like the secret societies, people coming out of nowhere, purposely trying to intimidate you, making their presence known to you. All of the shit that you went through, the different levels of your initiation. I'm connected with men and women. You have come pretty far, and you're going to go very far, very high in life, okay? You know what I'm talking about. If you know, you know. You've been there. You've survived it. You could have met this person around that period of your life, or okay, you could have met this person around that period, that phase of your initiation, and also you could be triggered. Like this person could cause you to be triggered from your past. Especially those of you where that shit went like, it went bizarre. It got weird, creepy. For some of you, scary. Not gonna lie, it was scary for me at some point, but then it's just like proof. Like I'm so connected to my spirit team. It's like, they forced me to push the limits and to show to myself that no one can do anything to me truly. And those who tried, peace be with you and your family. So yeah, 6 of Cups and a Page of Pentacles here. This is a restart, a rebirth. This is new intentions being set in this soulmate contract. This is a soulmate. I'm hearing this is your one. The Hierophant to the Empress. Divine Holy Spirit is making it loud and clear in this message. Okay, maybe for some of you, you're brand new to the channel, and this is a result of you like sitting still, and then magically I pop up on your you know, your news feed or your timeline. That's why it's called a timeline. You notice it's called a timeline on Facebook. That's something to think about. It popped up on your YouTube timeline in particular here. So the Moon card, the Sun, wow. The Sun and the Moon coming out, eclipse energy. I don't know when the next eclipse is. I know we're in the full moon. I know it's a blood moon, but I don't think it's an eclipse. But yeah, the Moon and the Sun came out. Yin Yang, duality here. You guys forgive my if you can see the orange in my nails. It's paint. It hasn't come off yet. Okay, so yeah, the Moon and the Sun here. And just like my nails, orange, the Sun, something bright. A lot of fire energy I'm picking up. Okay, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius could be, yep, Temperance. Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, the Sun, Leo. This person is returning to you matured. Now, I'm not saying 100% complete and healed, and no, I'm not getting that. They're not perfect. No one's perfect. They're still growing, they're still maturing, but this is the part where, of course, free will has the final say here, but this is the part where this person would rather continue to mature being connected to you than away from you. And I'm not saying, because this person could be very forceful. I'm picking it up. And not in like an abusive way, but it's just like their energy is very strong. They have a very dominant presence. They have an ability to like overcome you. They know that. I feel like you know that too. And especially if you've been like purposely keeping your distance from them, like purposely not getting in a physical space with them, getting too close to them, because it may be something that's just like, it's too powerful and you may fall victim to it every time. It's not funny. And you're like, no, I don't even want to be near them because I already know how it's going to play out. You know how. So if you are resonating with that, you've been running from your feelings. It's like you don't want to go there, because you have gone there a few times with this person. And here you are. I'm hearing here we are again. Again and again. Just going through the ups and downs, the woes. I'm hearing the woes of this connection. Yeah, there's definitely a higher power over this person. You are right about that, because it took, like, I literally have to focus. I mean, these cards are pretty abstract, that's why I love them, but this Temperance card in particular is like, hold on, what's going on here? Yeah, it's something very powerful around this person. It's a supernatural attachment that they have. This person could have a lot of temperance in their chart. That's Sagittarius energy. You could. Something about Sagittarius season could be significant. Four of Wands and Four of Pentacles. Yeah, that's you. If you were resonating with like everything I was just saying, when I came to the conclusion, like some of you, you don't want to touch it no more. You don't want to go there no more, because it's just like, no. Especially with the Hierophant and the Empress. It's a part of you that's afraid to be fully let down by this person in particular. And again, like I was getting, you could be heavily triggered from something in your past that was very traumatic, and somehow that energy is connected to this person. I don't know if it was the same time frame, or the two of you had trauma bonded to each other, so it's a trauma that's just lingering between the two of you. Whatever it is, it has the ability to be healed or lifted or changed, shifted, okay? But it's just like you've been protecting yourself, rightfully so. You could be very fragile now. And it's not necessarily this person or what they've done. It's just like what you've been through in many connections, family, friend, romance, if not all of them. You could be fragile. Yes, you could be fragile. And that's why the Most High sits so close to you. That's why your spirit team is always around you. The moon, the sun, temperance, good or bad, day or night, you have protection around you as well, because you are fragile. You are a fragile being, a fragile creature. And it's just like you just don't have it in you anymore. Like you could be very sensitive. You could be easily broken. I don't want to say broken, but like broken hearted, or it's just like I'm seeing like the handle with care, caution, fragile, do not shatter, like easily. Yeah. That's heavy. You now, wow, because you do sit so close to the divine, you now embody the same feelings and understanding for yourself that your spirit team always have. What you feel like, that fragile, handle with care, caution, easily broken, do not shatter. You being fragile, how the reason you're feeling that now about yourself is because you're so connected to the divine, and that's how they've always felt about you. They've always known this about you. But unfortunately, it took so much pain and suffering through different circumstances and connections, family, friend, romance, to like basically chip away at you for you to get to this point of vulnerability, so you can understand and literally feel and perceive how precious you are. Your inability to feel and see and perceive that prior, possibly your whole life up until this point, that was a weapon that was formed against you. So now you're highly connected. You're very sensitive. You are fragile because you are like that's norm. That's the norm. That needs to be normalized here. The Empress energy is very fragile, and it should be handled as such. Whether you're a man or a woman, you are Empress energy. Wow, that's powerful. Thank you, Spirit, for that. Yeah, Six of Swords and Judgment. This is your judgment. This is the moment where it's truly up to you how you want to handle this situation with this person. Yeah, the Knight of Wands, Five of Swords. Right under the Six of Swords is the Ace of Cups. It's being presented to you. This connection is being presented to you, and I'm definitely getting for like 90, 85, 90% of you, or 85 to 95% of you, this is returned energy. Those of you where it's not returned, okay, it's not someone from your past. We get it. Okay. Yeah, love is headed your way. Love is headed your way. I'm hearing it has found you again. Knight of Pentacles. This will be an offer from a man or a woman where it is safe to take it from them. It's safe to take this offer from them. It's more, it has matured. Page of Pentacles here, and then ending the spread with the Knight of Pentacles. Something's matured. Of course, it's not fully developed, but they told us that, they told me that very early on. This is a person who would much rather grow through life with you in their life and not separate. They don't want to evolve. They don't want to become this emperor, because that's the energy that's missing. You are here as the Empress, whether you're a man or woman. They want to evolve into, I feel like this is your counterpart. So evolving to your counterpart, the Emperor to the Empress, and they want to do it with you. Yeah, I'm hearing hold my hand. They want you to hold their hand on this journey. Seven of Swords here and the Four of Cups. And this is something they could have been in denial about. How this connection can really benefit them. With this Three of Pentacles, how much of a blessing or how much of a fortune you are. How much of a gift you are. Yeah. The Devil and then the Ten of Wands. Which shit, their spirit won't let them let you go. Their soul will not let them let you go because they're not meant to. You're meant to grow together, not in separation. Okay? So yeah, there's a lot to be looked at here, but it starts with a conversation. It starts with, I'm hearing waving the white flag. So this person could be trying to wave the white flag, or they will be in the near future. Yes, King of Cups. This is the path. This is what I'm going to say, and I'm going to make it very clear. Again, this person is not where they need to be completely. They know that, you know that. This is the part of the connection and also your free will. This is the phase where people, they endure this together, they overcome it. It makes the bond that much stronger. It makes the intimacy that much deeper. This is the phase where you can actually truly build the foundation with each other, that deeper level of trust, understanding, commitment, if you choose to accept this journey with this person. They want you to walk it with them. They want you to walk through this moon phase so the two of you can rejoice and bask in the sun. Yes. The moon to the sun, temperance. They want you to be a guide of theirs of sorts. You can guide them. You have yourself become a spiritual guide. However you choose to do that, however many forms you do that in, you are. Whether it's online, publicly, in the physical, privately, selectively, you have become a spirit guide. And your person, or this divine counterpart to be, if you allow it, they want to be guided by you. They want you to walk by their side. They now understand the honor it is to have you in their life, and to definitely have you this intimately, or have had you this intimately. 3/11 could be significant. March 11, November 3rd, but just the number in general. That could be in a phone number, birthday, address, zip code, something, or you're just seeing 3s and 1s. But the 10 of Cups here, yes. This person wants completion with you, the 6 of Wands. And I feel like this is them, definitely. This is it. Them coming towards you and expressing that. Yep. Is there anything that they need to be made aware of that's not here? King of Swords here. King of Pentacles. 9 of Cups and an Ace of Swords. No. So with this King of Swords, King of Pentacles, I mean, I'm not getting anything negative. Nothing negative came out of that question. So give me a minute, because they're showing up in different forms of their masculine energy. Whether it's a man or a woman, flip and switch it as you need. Let me make this brighter. How do I even put this into words? Okay. Damn, that's deep. So, I'm going to say this man, heavy masculine energy. Obviously, it's literally a man for probably majority of you. For those of you where it's a woman, just flip it. That's your responsibility. Okay, but it's something about this man, and I was picking it up with this Temperance energy. Like I'm like, it's something very strong, very powerful, very just like submit, bend to your will type of an energy. Yes, I can say like a magician, possibly even a warlock, but it's so much more profound than that. And I feel like this person has not been discovered. I'm seeing like Beauty and the Beast. Something within this person has yet to be tamed. You have the ability to tame it, but you first have to accept it, enjoy, and embrace it. Okay, I'm trying to say embrace, but I'm trying to say embrace, but what I keep saying is enjoy. Okay, so yeah, you have to accept it. This person, I'm hearing bask in it, embracing it. It's something supernatural here with literally this person, this man or this woman. Yes, King of Wands, they're out here in all the kings. King of Cups, Swords, Pentacles, and Wands is literally. It's like this person is coming back into your life to be molded, crafted, shaped, mold, craft, shaped by you. I'm not getting this Ace of Swords. It's like the Ace of Swords. I'm getting, what the fuck? I'm getting like where pain meets pleasure. That's the first thing I heard. But again, this may be a demigod, okay? This shit is like far out, and I have like so many things coming to my mind. I'm trying to filter through it and say the one that makes the most sense for people to resonate with this, okay, for lack of better words, and not to get too deep in this, because this is definitely some shit here. We're just going to say that this is a demigod. Something you've never had this in a connection before. You've never experienced this with another man or woman. You had a lot of, especially if you're the divine feminine, like the literal empress here, you have had a lot of men who try to like be something for you, And a lot of them didn't even get to the fucking get to first base. It's a lot of them just fantasized about being this for you. Some of them was like literal men in your life and connection. It's like they just had like this high expectation when it pertains to like satisfying you in the bedroom, but they never like really met it. They were not equipped. It's something about this connection and them being labeled a demigod or a demigoddess. You haven't, I feel like you may have felt this a little bit with this person, but what is required, okay, what is required is the cup energy for you to activate that. The 9 of Cups is here. I'm being reminded of the month of September. Check out your September forecast if you have not. Let me write that down so I can remember to pin it in the comment section. But yeah. So it requires the cup. And that's why everything that came out before, it was talking about you opening up something that you don't want to like touch or go there. There's no cup energy here at all. No cup energy. Because it's like you were in control, except for the only cup energy is here is coming from this person. And that's the King of, the 6 of Cups, that's it. And that's talking about like the possibility to have this, to reestablish it or to truly build on this connection now. Because there was a false foundation here or something that was like bound to like blow up or backfire. It was something that had to be reconstructed, whether it was on your end, their end, or both. But this person's coming in with the King of Cups. You yourself, divine masculine, divine feminine, you're not, this is like the 2nd or 3rd reading, I believe. You're not embodying any cup energy at this time. And it just is what it is. Of course, you're not like a stone cold, you know. You give that cup energy to who you have to. You are very picky. You have prioritized who you give that part of you to. Give it to your children or those who deserve it. But just like outside people and factors that really haven't earned it, like no. And that's even down to like being bothered by what another man or woman is doing, how their day is going, like just people, just in general. You're not going there. That's required. It's required for you to go there, for you to activate that, for you to get this. So that's like a hidden weapon within you. You know how they the saying, you could be your biggest enemy, or you are your biggest enemy. It's like that energy with you being unwilling to like go there. And you know if this resonates with you, because that's where you're at right now. Like I'm just protecting myself. I don't want to be around them. I don't want to see them. I just can't. I'm still hurt. I have my reasons. I'm here rightfully so. But understand, free will controls the outcome of everything. This is a free will choice between like, and y'all see I put the cards down because that's a lot. But again, at the same time, you're not even going to receive this if you can't like accept it on the soul level. Like, I do want them back, or I am afraid of them hurting me. This is like facing your fear, accepting that there is fear here, but still, you know that saying, do it even if you're scared, then do it scared. Okay. What's today? The 8th? Okay. Yeah, but like, do it scared. And it's been very hard. Like, I feel like you may literally, like, you just don't want to see them. That's, something's not right about that. Something's not natural about that. 5 of Swords here, and then a Wheel of Fortune, yeah. Cutting off your nose to spite your face, something. What's this unnatural? The soul seeker's inability to like go there. Like, what is that? What's going on around that energy? 8 of Pentacles, yes. Someone definitely could be doing work on you. I felt that. And when 9 times out of 10, when I see the 8 of Pentacles, it's something being done on you. That's how I've perceived it majorly. Yes, the Lovers. Something's being done on this connection. Someone is working on this connection. The Strength card, real bad. They working on this connection extremely, like overdrive. This is someone that you know, they know. It could be on both ends. The Lovers here, and then the Star. It can be an Aquarius, a Leo, and a Gemini. Yeah, they didn't want me to say that in particular. Aquarius, Leo, Gemini. 3 of Cups, yes. Third party interference or third party blockage. And this is also someone who has been trying to relentlessly re-enter your life. Divine feminine, divine masculine. I feel like it's on both ends, but I'm picking up what's on your end. What's going on this counterpart's end? Is there anything that's taking place on their end that's creating like this? It's an internal, it's so thick and it's so heavy. It's meant to be anyway. And these people who are doing this, their demons are meant to be so cloaked that you can't even put your finger on it. It's like an invisible barrier. I'm seeing like, they're reminding me of a movie I seen last night. I can't remember the name of it. It's old school. It was good though. Damn, I can't remember that movie. It was a spooky movie too. Was it The Skeleton Key? It may have been The Skeleton Key. When she laid like the you know, the brick dust or whatever down, and she was trying to get the woman to come in there, and she like, I can't. She like, no, you come out, I'm making supper. She's like, no, literally just come in here. But she couldn't cross that threshold because of what the lady had laid down, and she put a rug over it. But she was testing the spirit because I'm just gonna say like a witch doctor. She had told her like, if you're going to know who your enemy is, because they literally can't cross that line. So she put the stuff down. She called the old lady into that room, and she couldn't come into the bedroom. Like she literally, her foot like stopped, and she had to stand still. This is something similar that has been placed on you, divine masculine, divine feminine. Those of you who are resonating with, you just can't go there. And I feel like it's on you, divine masculine, divine feminine, because you are the Empress energy. This is a person that you're meant to receive. Imperfections and all. They're not perfect. They're not perfect. But I'm hearing the worst is behind you. This is a connection like it's not going to get any worse than like whatever happened. That is like, I'm hearing the plateau or something like that. That's where it stops. This is not a person who's going to... You're triggered from your past, rightfully so. Whoever that karmic demon, dog, ex, it could have been multiple. They're not here to do that. That's not the contract between the two of you. Whatever shitty, horrible reality you had with these prior exes, it was to shape you into this Empress energy. You know that you are Empress energy, whether you're a man or woman. You know that you have your divine femininity on lock. So therefore, back to the beginning, you have to trust that. You have to believe that. Something I said about that in the beginning. Plateau. I want the real definition of that. A large, flat top landform. No, I've heard it in a different way. An elevated, relatively flat. What does it mean to be at a plateau? To reach a state or level of little or no growth, decline, especially to stop increasing or progressing. Yes, something is not going to get worse. It's not. It says to stop increasing or to stop progressing. Remain at a stable level of achievement. Level off. That's like whatever the pain and hardship was that you experienced with this man or woman. That's the end of it. It doesn't increase. It doesn't get any bigger. So therefore, like this, all of this shit, all of this energy that has been manipulated, it does not have a larger effect. Like that's as good as that was the big one. Okay, whoever these fucking losers are that's connected to you and this person by contract, the demons that reside within them for this sole reason to go against these connections, these are demons that's been laying dormant in fucking bloodlines, waiting to cross paths with the divine masculine, divine feminine, all by strategic demonic design. Just like everything on the opposite is strategic divine design. These fucking demons was waiting. They got the signal, they rose up against you, made you fall in love with them, fast forward, they fucking traumatized the hell out of you. But since then, you have become truly the Empress energy, and And this is also how you're going to know. This is not a connection that you were a part of. This is not a connection that you manifested before you became the Empress within. If this is someone before you became a true Empress, this is not your reading. This is talking about someone that you manifested, attracted, crossed paths with after you entered your North Node timeline. To be very clear, okay? And you know that truly who you are and where you are on your journey. But yeah, it's not going to get any worse. Whatever these karmic demon dogs, family, friend, relatives on both sides of these connections, they did their big one. Their big one resulted in a breakup, a separation. It did not happen the way they thought. This man or woman didn't fucking drag you literally, physically, spiritually. The police was not called out. Motherfucking bruises and blood didn't occur. Humiliation rituals didn't proceed. This is like, and I don't want to say normal, but shit, basic relationship. Like, this person, they could have like sabotaged your connection, forced a breakup. They could have definitely ran back to another connection or tried to get lost in several other things. It's that type of a shit. Typical, okay, I ain't gonna say normal, but typical shit. And I'm not making an excuse for that, but you know. But it's not nearly like the other extra off the wall shit that you went through with the last few exes. No, that was a part of your initiation. To be provoked and triggered and fucking preyed on by the demons that resided within these men and women. That was you leveling up, learning, going up in rank spiritually. That was your initiation. You had to learn. You had to witness. You had to experience. You didn't steal someone's energy. You didn't try to do a destiny swap. You actually did the fucking work, so you know. Okay? And that's why also all the shit that you see playing out from Hollywood to your neighborhood, everyone who's not supposed to be in a certain position to have a certain lifestyle is karmically meant to occur. So those of us who are really supposed to be in those positions, living in that timeline, take our rightful place. That's our inheritance. Ace of Swords, but you got to get through that shit, and it's not easy, and it's not for the weak. That's why these fucking I don't know what to call them, North Node criminals, these Northern Star criminals, okay, that's why so much shit, like, it's all backfiring. It's judgment season for everybody. That shit is crazy, but that's why it's happening, because they was never supposed to be there. These are the people who allowed these demons to kill, steal, destroy, sacrifice, humiliate. I'm hearing like the Illuminati and all of that shit, all the secret nasty ass shit that goes on in Hollywood. They allowed these demons to fucking drag them to fucking hell and back, just to gain a position that was bound to be taken from them anyway. They did not learn the lessons. They are not divine masculine, divine feminine. They obviously have no spiritual protection or favor. They're obviously just on the fucking chopping block because it's their season. And also at the same damn time, it's our season. So men and women are rapidly going through their the changes, going through like a South Node initiation. I'm getting like something is speeding up, because it's time. And those who are still brave and bold enough to come, and who are correct enough to come, it's like they can get on this timeline. And this is a man or a woman, they'll be damned if they lose you. And they may not even know as much as you know. Like the fact that it's a timeline and it's initiations and it's South Node, North Node realities, they may not know any of that. But what they do know is that they cannot live their life without you. So yeah, it was some bullshit ass work going on that was keeping a barrier. Like I gave you that analogy of like the protection, dust or saw or salt or whatever being laid down. That same thing was placed on, I feel like it's you, but flip and switch it. Whoever is the one who just like literally like can't let this person back in. But in the past, you let like so much pain and hardship and treachery and betrayal back into your life. Men and women where you knew that they was doing the most to you, supernaturally, like that off the wall shit, but you let them back in. But when it comes to this man or woman, they've done typical shit. It's just life, y'all. That's life. It's life is life. No relationship is perfect, whether it's romance, family, friend. You're not perfect. If you're a parent, a mother, a father, you know you're not perfect. You know you have your flaws. You know you fucked up with your kids, but you still expect your kids to still love you and accept you. You know, like, let's get real. You're not the best person. You're not perfect. No one is. Neither am I. No one's fucking perfect. But that doesn't mean that you don't deserve love and reciprocity and loyalty. Okay? It's the same energy, y'all. It's just being applied in your romantic life. And there's an illusion. There's a barrier that has been placed on you, causing you to truly internalize and believe that if it's pain attached to it, if I gotta shed a tear, if we gotta go our separate ways, if you go ignore me, if you going through your own human shit and processing your own trauma in a way that does not feel good to me, then nah. That's very egotistical. That's very self-serving. And it's kind of like codependent. Like, I get whatever this person did, obviously it wasn't the right thing, but it wasn't the absolute worst thing either. Whatever this person did is like they were processing some shit through their own form of dealing with shit. Processing something, some trauma, something that was placed on them. Okay? It's been coming out in these readings left and right. These are connections that was under heavy spiritual warfare. Obviously, because of what they are truly. Because what this person truly is to you. What they're meant to be to you. Past all the demonic, past all of the demonic layers. Okay, so this is removing the demonic layers to get to the truth. The moon to the sun. Temperance. But you're being divinely guided. Alright? So yeah, let's close out. Yeah, transformation here. 5 of Cups. There is a rebirth here. There's an elevation here. I care about you deeply. Yeah. I want to use... I'm being called to use my heart-to-heart deck if I can find it. There it is. Alright. I'm hearing what's going on. Oh, who is that? I did a paper on him. Marvin Gaye. I don't... It's not coming through all the way. There's the song, and I can't even remember, like, the lyrics right now. For whatever reason, I literally did a paper on it in college, and I got an A on it. It's going to come to me after I end this recording. It's one of those songs where, that's for me anyway, like, I can remember songs once I hear it. Like, I gotta, like, hear it, or the tune has to be going, then I remember certain words. I cannot remember that song right now. Hold on. But yeah, we have round after round. It's something significant about that song in Marvin Gaye. Alright, yeah. So I'm definitely channeling Marvin Gaye right now. Again, I did a paper on this song because my literature professor, one of our assignments was like pick a song from the list that he had created, and I was drawn to this. I had never heard the song before. Alright, the song was made in 1971. It's called What's Going On by Marvin Gaye. God rest his soul. So I'm going to also like copy and paste it to the community board and tag this reading in it. But it says, Mother, Mother, there's too many of you crying. Brother, Brother, there's far too many of you dying. You know we have to bring some loving in here today. Father, Father, we don't need to escalate. You see, war is not the answer, for only love can conquer hate. You know we've got to find a way to bring some loving here today. Picket lines, picket signs. Don't punish me with brutality. Talk to me so you can see what's going on, what's going on, what's going on. Okay? Mother, Mother, everyone thinks we're wrong. Oh, but who are they to judge us simply because our hair is long? Oh, you know we got to find a way to bring some understanding here today. So what I'm getting, oh, I wish I could find that paper I wrote. It was brilliant. It was chef kissed. I'm pretty sure it's in one of my email archives, but y'all, that song is deep. Okay, and that's talking about especially my melanated, cultured people. Okay, if you know, you know. You know what has been placed on us generationally, strategically. Fucking, you know. And those of you who have went through the initiation, different levels of the occult, attacks and experiences, you know exactly where I'm what I mean with this message. And it's like that part, that's why Marvin Gaye in particular, I just channeled him. He wanted me to read that where it says talk to me so you can see. Talk to this man, talk to this woman so you can see. This is literally for those of you where you literally cannot talk to them in the physical. You literally don't have nothing to say to them. Text message, nothing. It's dry as fuck. On a soul level, you like, shit, I don't got no more to give. That's not true. That's not your energy. This is shit that was placed on you strategically. Picket lines, picket signs. Okay? So, round after round, our souls knew way before we did. I love you. It's not over. This is healing. Father, Father, you don't have to escalate. War is not the answer to conquer hate. What he say? Love is the only thing that can conquer hate. War, y'all going back and forth with each other, talking about the family and everything like that. It is not worth it. And I swear, that's still something I'm missing. I think I don't know if that song goes on longer or if that's even the song I wrote the report on, because I'm being reminded of like a part of the song when I wrote it, and I know this ain't nothing but spiritual warfare for me not to like remember it fully, but I remember a part is like talking about the women, how we carry the burden, and then we have to go back out into the world and we have to show it for our sons and our husbands and our men, and it's just like a lot that have been placed on the melanated woman, the empress in general. I don't know if that's the same song or not, or maybe, yeah, I feel like that's what I was talking about in like how I broke the song down, like what it's like to send our children and our husbands and our men in particular out into the world knowing they're going to be judged. Yes. Oh, Marvin. So he's recognizing like what I wrote in that paper about the song, how I dissected it. He's very proud of that. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so because I'm like, was that a part of the song? And I had to pause again, like, no, that's what you wrote about the song, how I dissected it. I'm hearing bravo. Okay, thank you. I love you. It's not over. It's a bad idea to connect with you when I'm with someone else. Yes, this person, this is a connection again. You was going through some shit. The both of you could have been going through something. That's why the trauma, the trigger continues to like remain. It's like something the both of you have to overcome. But this person, they was out here on bullshit. They just thought that you was someone that was just coming in their life. That's why they continue to handle the situation the way that they did. But that is over. And all of this negative and this spiritual warfare that was sent towards the connection on both sides, they did their big one. The shit happened. You have been separated from this person. You cried, they cried. You lost sleep, they lost sleep. And whoever was the like sabotager, whoever was the wrongdoer in the connection, they got their karma, or they're currently getting their karma. Flip and switch the roles. That could be you for some of you. But it's like whatever was done, they did that shit. It worked. Small things to a giant. Whatever happened is the next level. If you allow it, is going to bring you to a deeper level of intimacy. Let's bring some love in here today. Don't escalate. This is not something that can be remedied with hate or matching low vibrational energy. Talk to me so you can see. This is a masculine energy in particular who feels like with you, like they're safe. You're their safe place from the world, being judged, going out possibly as a melanated or black man, going out into the world, and just no matter what your race is or your gender, going out into the world as a divine being, okay, and being just judged and ridiculed and facing so much shit, but having a sanctuary to come back home to. Like I said, this is a masculine energy who's ready to grow through life with you. They're ready for change. They know they have to take on all of these forms. They came out as every king, but not the emperor, because this is the steps. And this person knows this. They know that they have to rise to the occasion, but they want to rise to the occasion with you and not against you. This is something that has shifted on this person on a soul level. Whoever's the wrongdoer, whoever's the perpetrator. Hold on. Whoever's the perpetrator in this love, in this romance, they are the ones who have had a true internal shift. Now, as a part of their karma, And you know, Divine Holy Spirit like to be petty. And we like to be petty sometimes too, because we so connected to Divine Holy Spirit who want to be petty. So the wrongdoer, something has broken off of them. Now they have all the feels, but as karma will have it, you are sitting like the tables have turned. But it's time for like the table to be reorganized and like something like that. It's time for the table to like not even be in between the two of you. It's something like that, okay? You didn't make this man or woman sweat long enough, or it's time to like at least have a conversation. Because this person has been sitting like on the edge of their seat type of energy. And they get it. It's like, okay, I get it, I understand. Can you stop being mean to me now? Can you at least look at me? Because if you continue to go on in this energy, and that's what the enemy want, if you continue to go on in that energy, you can't look at them, you can't talk to them, then eventually they're going to be like, well, fuck it, they don't care anymore. That's another form of spiritual warfare that's taking over, and this person may go back out here and they may get lost. They may get lost out there the next time. So be very mindful of that. Don't allow pride to destroy a promise, okay? You can bet that, never gotta sweat that. It's just like you gotta fall in love with them again. I feel like you are still in love with them. You just don't know it because of the barrier, the blockage internally, spiritually, what was strategically, demonically placed on you. And it's not going to be broken. Again, love is the only cure. It's not going to be broken. Like I channel in a different way with this Nine of Cups. You're not going to experience this demigod or demigoddess that is right here in front of you, that's coming back to you, that is returning to you, unless you have the Nine of Cups. You can't give them fake love either. You got to give them your all too, even if the possibility is getting hurt. Understand, the two of you are not done hurting each other. The two of you are not done learning. The two of you are not done growing. But what I can make very clear, the worst of it is over. The two of you are still going to argue. You're still going to go your separate ways. They're still going to piss you off. They're still going to like do something that you really don't like, and you're going to learn how to accept and like work through whatever you don't like about this person. Same with you. No one's perfect. No one's perfect. Okay, and if you're sitting in a spirit of perfection, you're sitting in an illusion. You're sitting in smoke and mirrors. You're sitting in something that does not exist. Nothing could ever keep us apart. This is a part where someone could be their own worst enemy. And I've been getting that, but I'm like, how does this even resonate? I thought it was a personal message for me. I'm like, I'm not holding on to anything that I know I will possibly regret later. Like, I have no regrets. I make sure I have no regrets. So that energy's been connected to this reading. But I just kept getting it. In particular, I was getting a vision, kept getting a vision of a woman just sitting back and like just sobbing. Like, why the fuck I do that? Like, I couldn't even pick up the phone. I couldn't even call them. I just couldn't even say nothing. Like, why? Why? Someone being very fucking like livid and disgusted with themselves because they couldn't do something so simple. Just like Marvin Gaye literally said in the song he told me. And I took that fucking college course. A while ago. Okay, I'm just gonna say a while ago, 5+ years ago. And for him to come to me in spirit, like, that's my first time channeling. Well, I was probably channeling him then, but I didn't realize it because I wasn't this high in spirit then. I'm thinking dissecting the song in my own way. But you see how that shit like came back like years later, and he is recalling the very song that I was divinely guided to do a paper on, just to come back and read those lyrics here on this platform. It literally says, talk to me. This is a man or woman who you can't talk to, you can't bear to see. That's spell work, that's black magic, that's the enemy. I will never forget our first date. And you could be thinking about either a first date or the first time you met this person, or the first time you, like, for some of you it wasn't a date or it was a date in your own way, whatever. You could be thinking about that. Yeah, don't give up on us. And if you've been heavily thinking about like the first time or like the first couple of times or whatever, it's a reason for that. Don't give up on us. It's so dramatic again. Wow. That's what I was getting in the bedroom. Like that demigod, goddess energy is so dramatic again. This is a higher vibrational love. You can put your pretty little hand in mine. You're always on my mind. I still remember our first kiss. And I will be back. Let's see what's at the bottom. Your love lifts me. Your love lifts me so high. I will be back. That is your reading, soul seekers. May it be helpful. I'm sending you all mana, love, and light. And until next time, namaste.